G'day folks, Tony again here for more Let's Play The Flame in the Flood. So we're a little bit wet, but we're not doing too badly. I'm going to try and continue our scavenge after, I guess, the previous night's, evening's kind of shenanigans. We had a little bit of a run around there. And a bit of a scramble and got a little bit out of control, being a combination of messing with snakes and pigs and what have you. The striking distance on those snakes was a little bit more aggressive than I had first anticipated, so we're going to try and keep that in mind as we keep doing things. And we have ourselves a whole bunch of cattails here. I'm just going to pick them all up, seeing as there are so many of them. Try and get ourselves some more braided cord and hopefully make some snares. We can do something with all these rabbits that are around at the moment. Don't really need any extra water right now. So let's have ourselves a look at our crafting. See if we can get any... oh dear. See if we can get ourselves any snares fairly soon. Might just drop that because I can't see us having a lot of need for it. And if we make ourselves, I think another 2, that'll take us down to 2 stacks of cat's tail, hopefully. Yes, indeed. So we can get a box trap and get a snare. We can get a spear trap. I don't think there were really all that many wolves around here, so we might just try this out. We got four empty jars now. It's quite handy. Am I close enough? No, I'm not. That was a bit foolish. Try plonking that down over the rabbit hole here. Might try putting the other one over the other rabbit hole, and we'll see how that works out. There we go. Alright, and while we're in our craftiness, also going to make a campfire just so that we have it if we need it at a later stage. Alright, cool. Now, stitching kits. I can hear a snake. Where is it? I can't see it. Why can I? Oh, there it is. Well, that would have been lovely, wouldn't it? A stitching kit is definitely something that I want to try and prioritize because we can make pouches out of them, which are going to expand our inventory. Which I think, given the way things have been going, would be an excellent move. Ants there that we don't want to run through. I've already searched that one. So, very mindful of hearing these snake sound cues, but not necessarily being able to see behind things. I guess that does raise a bit of an interesting question about the difference between my perception and my character's perception. Let's see if we can get a quest from here. Field medic, sure. I mean, those things are always good to have because my understanding is that when we complete them, I just heard a snare go off there. When we complete them, we do get a reward for them, which I guess is always worthwhile. Not really comfortable moving through that gap given what happened last time. Where did that rabbit go? Here we are. Nice. Still haven't caught anything in the other snare though. Let's go down this way and maybe that will sort itself out while we move around. Sure, let's do that. I need some dry tinder. Okay. So it got rained on the same as I got rained on. Very well. We might head back to the raft, do a little bit of inventory shuffling. Cooked. Let's eat that, because there's only one of them. I think we should be able to move that to the raft. What else can we move to the raft? Many things by the looks of it. There's not an awful lot happening there. I don't know if we've got any use for that outside of running around in the world. Getting ourselves a good batch of charcoal there. We want to keep the bow for sure. That can go. That can go. What else have we got here? That can probably go as well. I want to keep all of these skins for crafting. Stone knife's running down a little bit too, but not too bad at the moment. So the thing that's preventing us from making a stitching kit at this point, we have quite a bit of fishing line, but we have yet to find another hook. It doesn't appear that we're having an awful lot of luck with those rabbits coming back. We might just do one. I realise it's tedious, but we might just do one little run around here on the off chance that a rabbit's going to spawn out and go running into that snare, which would be super useful based on what we're trying to do. I wonder if I can shoot a snake with a bow. That's almost worth just trying to see what happens, I think. Well, how about that? That doesn't make any sense to me, but fine. Alright, no, I don't want to hang around here for too much longer. Pardon me, so we're going to collect that snare. We're going to head back. Might just try crafting some tinder so that we have it if we need it. And seeing as we've already made a stack, then why not another? Alright, good. And let's continue on our merry way. So I guess the fishing shacks would be the thing to keep our eyes peeled for, given that they seem like the most logical place of being able to collect fishing hooks. Never one to pass up a chance at stopping at one of these marinas, though. So when in Rome, Rust Water Station. I'm pretty sure we've seen that name before, but I guess that's okay. What can we do? It's not really what we're after. A sturdy frame would be handy. We have a whole bunch of things that we really need to collect that we don't really find in many places. Now we do have some empty containers. We have 4 of them, in fact. So filling up on gas, I think, would be a wise move, seeing as I believe this is one of the very few places where we can get such things. It should give us a stack of 2 of them so far, and it has. So at this stage, I don't really see that we have a lot of need to be stopping in places like... can we stay out of the heavy current? Oh, only just. I don't see a lot of need to be stopping at places like that spot that we just passed at this point in time. I have plenty of furs, even though I can't really make anything with them at the moment. So it really is fishing locations. And I guess maybe keeping our eyes peeled for potential spots that we can loot as we're moving past them in the world. Which is what I'm scanning for right now. It's quite misty and hard to see. There's not a lot of things that I'm immediately spotting. Again, we're going to try and avoid those rapids. And it looks like a good spot coming up here that we can try to get ourselves towards the petrol station there in the middle. Let's see how that works out. Looking reasonably good so far. There we go. Right, Maddie filling. Source of gas, workbenches, rags, lumber, hardware. I'm hoping that fishing hooks count as hardware. also getting something of a wolfy vibe here. I have nothing to base that on other than a gut feeling. So we are going to make one of these just so that we have it if we need it. Oh boy. Use that shoe function to try and get that wolf to shoe. But I don't know how shoey it's going to be. And in fact, we might actually try... No arrows, damn. Did I leave them back in the raft? No, I just don't have any. One more sapling, that was convenient. Try and get that wolf to back away a little bit. No, seriously, back up. Well, that didn't work quite as well as I'd hoped. They do. I mean, they've got an arrow sticking out of them, that's for sure. Let's try this instead, I guess. That arrow doesn't seem to have made them all that cranky, which is a little odd. But sure, come on. Nicely done. It's going to get us some meat and some wolf hide. Of course, this now puts us in the position of... Oh no, I think I can craft another arrow. No, what am I missing? Feathers. I think there are feathers back at the raft. Yes, there are. All right. So, seeing as we've used our... seeing as we've used our spear trap, I guess we've got one arrow left here now. It's going to have to be our first, last and only line of defense against any other potential wolves. And I have a feeling there are going to be a bunch of them. Although these saplings are going to allow us to craft some more things. All right, appears to be an NPC here. So let's have a chat with Magnolia. Looks promising. Look a bit pecked, Wanderer. Feeling well? No way to heal most ailments. Ever been hypnotized? Not so as I recall. Human body's a thing of astonishing wonder. Got the power to heal near anything locked inside. Just got to convince your brain to do it. Can you fix my ailments? Feel fine, thanks. Afraid you'll make me think I'm a chicken. Sure, that one's funny. Always that chance. No one to have happened, but I swear on my pappy's grave I won't do such a thing. Well, we're just going to go with feel fine, thanks. Take care now. Will do. Alright. Not a lot happening here. Might be able to grab ourselves a bit more gas. Seems like a fair exchange. Rags are always welcome. I haven't heard any snakes around here at the moment, which is nice. We're just going to leave those mulberries there. We're hopefully looking for things that are a little bit more meaningful than mulberries. Old lumber is always welcome. This doesn't look like as large a map area as I was first expecting. But still reasonable pickings by the looks of it. And with the dawn, our ill-equipped seems to have been cured. We can use that for poison, so that's handy. Alright. Doesn't look like an awful lot going down here, but that's fine. Seeing as these are here and we have a stack of them in the raft, we'll grab them. We'll try grabbing a quest if we can. Sure. And we'll just check the workbench and make sure that there's nothing super handy that we want to make right now. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to mosey on back to the raft. Every time I see that twitching wolf, it kind of freaks me out. All right, and off we go. It may be wet, but hey, so's the river. No real way of avoiding the rapids at this point, but that's fine. Oh boy, that whiteout from those lightning flashes is less than convenient. Is it clearing? I think it's clearing. How lovely. More rapids, how not lovely. We're going to steer over to the port side here. Looks like there's a smoother section. At least a little ways. That is in fact a shoreline. It was very hard to see there. Looks like we've got ourselves a liquor place over this side. We might try and head that way. It seems like a built structure that may have some cool things in it. Tucked way over to the side. Very good. Hotham City. Liquor store often has alcohol. That sounds pretty swell. I hear rabbits as well, which I also very much like. Hopefully, what we're going to have here is a lot of nice things and not a lot of very unnice things. So rabbits sounds great. Cold, ooh, that's not a great sign. Where are those stitching kits when we need them? Yikes. And depending on how bad the cold factor is going to get, because it is the middle of the day at the moment. Oh, I've got ourselves another wolf here. Let's see if we can't... actually, they seem to be occupied, so we might just make ourselves some backup arrows while they're not chasing us and backing us into a corner. I think having 3 of them will probably do at this point. Right. Let's try this. I'm going to try and take this wolf down, seeing as they're by themselves. Don't want there being too much fuss. I don't know if I'm out of range when I'm there, is the problem. Okay, there was 3 of them. That was not great. I didn't realise that the things that they were lying next to were sleeping wolves, which I guess is probably part of the point of disguising them as such. But that's all right. We don't have to stop there. We can just keep on going. Hungry indeed. Well, here's a convenient place to stop and grab a bite to eat. Don't think we're going to grab any more fuel at this point. I believe we now have 3 full containers of fuel and nothing to use it in. And we just got a reward. Lovely. But we can make some raft hardware, so I'm going to do that so that we have it. And let's see if that allows us to actually make anything. Do some moderate repairs. We don't really need that at this point. 1 raft hardware. That one needs 2. For a sturdy frame, that would also be kind of handy, I guess. Raft schematic, raft framework. Alright. Raft frame, is that the same as raft framework? I think it might be. So let's get a couple of those in our big old batch of things to use as well. 2 of them, how does that sit with our requirements for a sturdy frame? 1 more hardware and 1 schematic. I believe that means that we need more nuts and bolts for that hardware. That sounds fine to me. We might also just have a check at our journal and see what this has given us. 1 raft frame. Okay. So if we collect that the next time we see a letterbox, that should do nicely. I think cold's going to start becoming a real drag here pretty soon. Looks like a hardware place here. We might give that a go. So much niftier now that we have that rudder. Chalice. Often has a raft upgrade supplies, always has workbenches. I like the sound of raft upgrade supplies. But at what cost? What sort of horrible creepy crawlies are going to be awaiting us? Can I loot this car? I can. Alright. A knit hat. Tremendous. What does that do for us? Is that going to be any benefit? We're already wearing a knit hat. So I guess that means... Cold protection 2. Should be able to break that into rags. Unless Aesop can wear a hat. I don't think he can. I'm carrying too much stuff. Let's move it all. Move all these things to the raft. Man, look at how quick I'm getting it, moving all this garbage. One wolf hide. Thought I had more than one, but whatever. Okay. Keeping our ears peeled for snakes. And our eyes as well, I guess. See if we can find anything cool. We can collect our reward from here. Grab a new thing. And we'll... Whoa, boy. There's a bunch of things that we've forgotten to collect so far. Payday. I hear a pig. And a wolf. Oh dear. That's not great. Go on, off you go. Does that wolf look bigger than the usuals? Will it go and attack the pig? The pig and the wolf going to fight each other? That'd be cool. I think that wolf was bigger than the others. And I think I can hear fighting off screen. So while they're distracting each other, we're going to keep looting things. Nuts and bolts, nice. A lot of collapsed highways at the backs of towns here. Hey, look out. That was not great. Came very badly out of nowhere. I can hear the pig, but I still can't see the pig as well. Come on now. Are you going to come after me or not? Doesn't look like it. Well, we're not in the best of states. Let's go and get ourselves bandaged up. Laceration. Stitching kit or a bandage. None in bag. I'm pretty sure that I have... Do I have one? No, I don't. I can still hear that pig having a mighty old complain. What we might do is we're going to fix that. Nice. We're going to have ourselves a little bit of grub. We've got some cooked meat here that I can use. Thought I did. I have some raw meat. No cooked meat. So we might eat... Actually, we might eat all of those ash cakes. Because they are good, but we'll get them fixed up. And it looks like we're running a little short on water as well. Do I have a filter at the moment? It appears... No, I do. Use is remaining. But I don't have any water on me. Alright, we can solve that problem as well. Get ourselves all fixed up. And always move back to the raft area, I guess, to keep things safe. Right, now we can have a drink when we need to. Now, what was the deal with just this constant squealy, growling noise that I can hear? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if some audio from the game has been stuck on... Oh my goodness. Has been stuck on loop or not? What is happening? Something appears to be cornered over there, and we're just going to leave them be. Whoa, look out. Hey, there are some wolves here that look substantially larger than some of the others. It would be much nicer to be able to use... oh boy. It would be much nicer to be able to use some spear traps on them. But I don't think we're going to do that right now. Wait a minute, what just happened? Seriously, that's how you do it? Oh boy, alright. Well, now I know. Pouches are what we want. Pouch. We can make 1 pouch. It's going to give us a little bit more inventory, which sounds good to me. Alright. I'm just going to call it there for that area. There's too many wolves for me to be able to take on at this exact point in time. Thirsty, but we've got water that we can drink when we need to, so that should be fine. Let's try and brave these rapids. See if we can make our way through without hitting anything. Something to loot there? Yes. What do we get? A jar. Wonderful. Better than nothing, I guess. And a petrol station over here. That looks like the spot to do for me. Lovely. Magnolia, that's the name of the person we talked to just before, I think. Kuwari's filling station. Very good. Oh, good timing. So we're going to make ourselves a little campfire. Because that is all we have time for this part of the Let's Play. So thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and better yet, subscribe in the channel below. And if you'd like to reach out to me personally on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @Kalinskald. That's KALINSKALD. But come back again soon for more Let's Play The Flame in the Flood.